genre to the next level. This is an open network online experience where every club, every opponent you play against is managed and operated by another player, by another person. It's your tactics, it's your wit, it's your squad against your opponents. MFL seasons normally run for around 6 weeks, so this isn't a game that comes out every new football season that you need to go and buy a new copy of. So there's never a bad time to open your account and get your club up and running. The only thing you need to buy or to pay for to get up and running to play MFL is your club. You can buy a club pack from MFL directly, and it will randomly generate where your club is located, what city and in what country. One of the ways MFL takes this game to the next level is every player you own, you are actually their agent. So any players that you own that you're not going to use in your own squad, you can list on the market for loan, where they can go into another squad, and in return you'll get a percentage, you'll get a cut of any of the prize money that those players help those clubs to win. Sign up by using the link that's in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You'll directly support me and all the content here at the channel, but by doing so you guarantee yourself the best sign up bonuses available. Let's go. Here we go, everyone. It's a Monday night. We had some football on MFL earlier today. The Cups, but they all kicked off a bit earlier, so I've watched them all, and you guys have probably seen other results as well. And we're at this kind of nice little point of the season, 5 games in, Cup has started, where we can kind of take a wee pause for the cause and kind of assess the lay of the land. Most importantly, of course, for the FC Barcelona season ticket holders here on the channel, the foundation team that is 100% rev share guaranteed to all the members on the channel here in the Stone division. We were projected to do super well, and it's not quite went to plan. Fist bump to yourself. If you're listening to this, you're probably watching this after we've been live, so thank you very much. And to everyone that is joining us live, as you trickle in and get comfy and get set with us tonight, we want to have a look at the foundation team. We want to look at the drawing board. We want to look at the tactics, and we want to see what's working, what's not, and really, what's going on with it from everything else. To kick the doors open, to get us comfy, I'll probably chat about my own clubs, just to wait for all the members and everyone else to show up in the live chat. And we'll catch some of the cup action maybe and a few other bits and pieces. If you're watching this live or after we're live, of course, fist bump on arrival. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and retweet, and all that good stuff, guys, as well, of course. But this is my first cup match, or my first cup match day, having 3 teams swinging, which was quite good fun. I'm getting used to using the HQ page a bit more often now to watch replays. It's even better for avoiding spoilers, so it's probably a bit of a beginner mistake I've been making this whole time. So that's something that I've definitely noticed this time around, which is fun. But yeah, all 3 teams in cup action, and a loss and 2 draws, not a good start. A lot of rotations kind of planned, although I do want to progress in all the cups. I deliberately am targeting it. But the first match day of the group stage, 3 draws would have been okay, we can forget about this and write it off kind of thing. But the foundation team not getting a win is tough beans for sure. We'll chat about that in a wee second. Barcelona, who highly rotated coming into this match, because the next match we've got is against Laird. So we want to make sure that the team is primed up and ready to go for that one. So we rotated like mad. We had enough chances to win the game. The XG doesn't really show many chances, but I felt that, if 1 or 2 of them fell to better players, we could have maybe got a little bit better in this one. But new tactics, a centre-back playing centre-mid, and a few other weird pieces. So 0-0 draw, weird experience this season. I have found scoring goals is the currency of the game. If you can't score goals, you're not going to do well. But it's been a funny old engine for scoring goals so far. So interested to see your thoughts and feelings as well. Charlie Dunbar, Mini Me, Tatos, good to see you all on arrival, of course. Live chat is filling up. Love to see it. My main team, Drew, we made a bit of rotation in this one, and I think this is probably one thing I'll kind of feed you guys to kind of get the conversation going here, is I've noticed mainly in the opposition teams that I've played against, and I've tried to get a bit of it going here in the prime team, as it were, is I think wingers are doing quite well this year. Wingers are taking up some nice running angles and are scoring some goals or creating assists often enough against me at all different levels of the game. And I think wingers could be in vogue a little bit. I think in this game, they actually worked against me as well. Yeah, this Garcia guy, I think maybe rinsed us. But the wingers, LW, RW guys, seem to be doing pretty well against me, certainly. That was a striker more than anything. I think did we miss the build-up play? Let's check it again. Certainly in other games gone by, and certainly against the foundation, wingers have slayed us. Yeah, not really this one. It's just more of a little slide rule ball through the middle there. But wingers, I think, might be vogue. Might be what we're going for. Nice. Charlie, good rotating. And I've tried to do that myself with all these teams overall, because I did rotate a little bit Barcelona with that formation change and the rest I could give players in mind. And with the foundation team, like I've been taking every game, like try and win it. Like I'm not trying to rotate, take anyone lightly, far from it. I want to go out and make sure we're trying to win every game. So it's been about maximizing the best 11. I've also been trying to look a little bit on the calendar as much as possible. But when you're not picking up results, the calendar doesn't mean anything. You want to win every single game. So the next game we've got is tomorrow in the Cup against Busby Babes. Now, if I show you kind of the tail of the tape, mate, Van der Zee played today, and I thought he was very good. What did his rating finish in at? Van der Zee was one of the most impressive players. He's progressed as well. He's went up to a 66 player. I think he actually started the season a 64. Memory serves me right. He's done very well, and yeah, he was a 64 at the beginning of the season. Went to 65 like in the first training session or something, and now he's up to 66. His presence on the pitch. Sorry, it's bath time at Casa de Quinn. I don't know if you can hear them, but sorry. But Van der Zee, very prominent. Goddard as well, has had some lovely progression this year, and he's went a +1 this season over after some individual stats, pass and defence, some good increases across the board for a few players here. Pasquire as well, another main progressor we've got in the team so far. But every match has been like tough. Like we've had opportunities. I don't know what it is about this Lira guy. I just can't get him firing. I don't know what it is. We need to work on that. The midfield have been like, the defense has been good enough. The goalkeeper's been good enough. We've just not been closing out games. We've just not been scoring enough ultimately. And Norse and Wild Eagles absolutely tore us to shreds. I think both of these games, wingers were at play. Yeah, this guy's 4-2-4, by the way. Absolutely shredded us to pieces. We didn't play with a CDM. Coming into this game, I think I knew I wouldn't need to worry about a cam. So if I'm not worried about a cam, I've not been playing a CDM with this team to try and get more forwards on the pitch and try and get a front three on the go. We wanted to bring in Koosters because he offers a lot of pace. He's actually improved in shooting now, which makes him a little bit more viable. And, like when the match was tight, it was tight. We could have went ahead in this one. Tunser missed a few chances. Lira missed a few chances as well. But their wingers absolutely shredded us. And for having no CDM and no cam, like it just felt like they got into our defence quite easy. And look at the run there from the right winger. I'm sure he's a right winger anyway, so that's where he's played. Yeah, really good start from them. Schmidt is the second one, the next one. Let's see if the winger plays a part in this one here. But Schmidt drives through the middle. Winger, I guess he beats his man. It's not really anything spectacular to write home about, but like the first goal, I've seen them be much more effective. Where you see like, oh, that's the actual wing position there. That's done me. Yeah, I think it's just who is it? The 27 or is it the 19? Dubois. He's a striker, isn't he? Yeah. Dubois again. Yeah, so maybe the assist, perhaps. But I say I've seen it across a few different teams and whatever, and I just feel they've got a little run in there on the fullbacks that I've seen come out like this kind of. But that's the centre forward again, but he's getting in that same sort of space, and it is a 4-2-4, so there's just way more forwards. If this was like a 4-3-3, that sequence you just seen there could easily be the right winger, for example. And that's the sort of thing that I'm trying my best to highlight with this one game that had an example in it, if nothing else. And before they started scoring all those goals, it was really tight. If you look at the XG here at this point, when it's one each, 0.73 to 0.35, we've doubled them. We've just not hit the back of the net. And if we had another goal or two in the net by this point here, I'm not too sure the game turns into a 4-3 win to them. We were at home as well, and we maybe just let them into the game. And I thought we were the better team, to be honest with you. We the Norse, I don't remember this match terribly well, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. So, again, I think we knew they were going to come into this game with a cam, so we wanted the CDM in, and then the way we've tried to optimise the front three, we wanted to give Alpha Rahishi a shot in this one. We gave away a penalty, and I think they scored 2 penalties, in fact. Yeah, I remember this one. They scored 2 penalties against us, which, whatever. Like, if you're getting a penalty, fair, it's a penalty, isn't it? But live by the sword, die by the sword kind of rules. But again, a very tight match that you take the penalties out of it, and like that was an okay enough goal, wasn't it? Yeah, Mortier gives away the penalty to make it 2-0 in the 27th minute. Lira gets his only goal of the season so far. And I don't know what it is, but we've just not managed to get him ticking. This was just a venom shot, just pure scoring. But yeah, I did feel that we were a bit unlucky at home. to We Are the Norse because, like, again, at this point of the match, yeah, they're outdoing us an XG with a penalty on there as well. Nice finish there as well. Can't really begrudge them that. And it's a penalty right at the end. So a 2-1 loss is probably about right for how the game actually shook out, but it looks a lot worse with the penalties. We then drew with the Udinese team. And what did we do for this one? We went 4-3-3 again. No Cam to worry about. They were going to go CDM, so we wanted to push that. Bring Prado back in. And I felt Prado was more effective than Al Farahishi. Different opponents and all that kind of thing. I get it. But I tried to bring him back. Tried to bring in Kusters for that pace again and everything that he offers. A very tight match. Not a game of not many chances, I think, from memory as well. A draw felt about right. I thought this guy's digits were funny. LDDL. Les Dragons de Udinese, because it just looks like he's not won in his L5, you know? I thought, is that some sort of psychological warfare he's playing on me? Opened to scoring in the first 5 minutes with his captain striker, and I don't think he really got much of a sniff outside of that. Mortier scored, and Mortier, honestly, is one of my shouts for player of the year. Has been absolutely brilliant. We played him in centre mid in this one to get an extra kind of defensive bite, and what a hit, by the way. Mortier is a player. Like, we love this guy. And yeah, when it was all said and done, XG was about Iki's. We were at home. Again, we just never really hit the back of the net. Our goalkeeper played very, very well. So, you know, like, what we've won 1, drawn 1, and lost 3 in our opening 5 or 4 games, sorry, because one of these is a cup game. It's an 11-team league as well, so we did miss a match day, which doesn't really help us for fitness or anything, only psychologically letting everyone else get 5 games and get distance on us. But I suppose it means when we get to 5, we should get to 7 points ideally, and we're keeping in touch and distance to the top 3. And we've played We Are the Norse, but we've not played a bunch of these other teams. And yeah, so it's kind of where we're at the moment. And then when it came to the Bison's team, so we've mixed up with the Diamond and 4-3-3 attacking mid most often. And we went back to the Diamond with this one. Had to bring some rotations into it a little bit. Backup defender Del Honda played very, very well, by the way, or D Honda. Van der Zee played very, very well. He's got 70 shooting. One of the main reasons we like him in the team. Recently, tier broke, like we just seen earlier. His passing and dribbling are accelerating. So a player that's doing well in training and passed the eye test on this match. Hard to drop him. Rydberg, who's on loan from Hoodwink. We tried to get some minutes too in this one. It was 74 shooting. I'd like to have seen him done better in this one. We had a lot of XG in this game, 1.65. Only the one goal, which came from Goddard to kind of cap off a good week of progression for him. And it was a nice finish as well. We just went 2-0 down, and he kind of brought us back into it, but didn't really amount to much. You know, we huffed and puffed afterwards. We never really got that equaliser. And against a fight, again, we kind of knew the shape this guy was going to play, and I was tempted to do something crazy like 4-2-4 and just go for him. But I thought, no, we'll be smart. We're away from home. We'll dominate the middle with a CDM and a cam, and with these rotations, we'll still be able to have a strong lineup, and we'll go for it. Sadly, we just missed out. XG very tight overall, but we was slightly miss out. So the next game we've got is against Busby Babes. And everyone has played, I think, except for that guy Pinto, who was at the top of the list, McIntosh. So I want to get him minutes because I think we're slowly building up a good picture of everyone on the actual eye test, like who actually performs well at this level. Cup and league's a bit different, obviously, but it's round about the same, isn't it? Chat's absolutely flying away, guys. Love to see it. Good to see you all. Got a win and a loss in the cup. Hi, mate. Do you think I should get into MFL? How much do you need to... So, Tim, if you do so, please do so by clicking on the link that's in the description of the stream and all that good stuff. Just make sure you get all the good beginner bonuses. Supports me. Much appreciated, obviously. But I always say, like, the startup cost, like, I quite enjoyed spending $160 to get started. Your club license, if you buy it from MFL themselves, and it's normally associated to the sign-up bonuses. Once you've bought that, you get free stuff on top of it. That's like $80. And then the other circa $80 you can use to actually buy some players and bring them in. You will be able to loan as many players as you want in, but you know, you won't be able to get a perfect squad from the loan market. So in short, what I did when I started was I kind of got loans as much as I could quickly, and then I thought, oh, what kind of players do I want to buy, and how do we scurry around the market? And if I seen someone, I thought, oh, I quite like that guy. He's young enough. He's got nice stat. He's this age. He's this position. Then I quite enjoyed buying them whenever I found them. So I say, $160, $180 is a good place to get started and just roll around in the Spark League and have some fun with it to get started. If you really did want to do it on minimum, like the squad thing is like 80 to buy the club. And I would recommend buying a couple of guys. So I'd maybe say like $50 on top of that. Yeah. So like 120 if you wanted to be a bit tight on it. And again, you could do it on an absolute 80 in theory, just buy the club and loan everyone in. But I don't think you get the same level of fun as guys you own and stuff, So personal opinion. But that's kind of the nuts and bolts for me, buddy. Busby Babes are in my league. Ooh. Let's have a wee peek at them. We'll have a wee peek at what they've been up to. So they've played a bunch of... Oh, so they are. So let's have a wee peek. They played you already. Is that this season? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games in the league? Yes, it is. So they played you, Wild Boars. And what I like to do is have a wee quick scan through. At this stage of the season, I'm not too worried about squad strength. I like to do that, check that kind of NEP stat, as it were, on the overalls, a bit closer to, like, if it's the end of the season, if we're scouting somebody. Nice season overall, 77, 73, 76. So defence is stronger than midfield. It's probably the main thing from that. A 3-3 draw with Shane. So no slump. Captain is defender, 4-3-3 with a CDM. Then took on Wild Boars, 4-3-3 with a CDM. Captain to centre back again. At home, 3 games in a row, by the way. Same shape against a 4-2-4, lost. And then went away, played the same shape against Dodger. Away against Usk Valley. Same shape again against a 5-4-1 Diamond, which is interesting. And then, played the same shape again against a 5-4-1 Flat. Interesting. So, he's going to play 4-3-3. We played quite well against that with the 4-3-3 cam. We have just given Tunser a rest in the last match. I don't know if we give Lira a rest. He's on 90. Do we play him in this one more game before? No, I think we need the points against Sokoto. We will want to play against Volcanic as well. And then we can play him against Harida and stuff. So I do actually think we want to rest Lira in this one. And that means I want to play Tunser. So what I was thinking coming into this one was that we do the Mourinho shape, the 4-2-3-1, and we play Tunser as striker, because Tunser has been quite nippy up front. He's had good pace and stuff like that. His shooting hasn't been that good, but to be honest, neither is Lira's. Van der Zee was very effective. Prado's been very effective. We want to get Macintosh minutes. We could cheat and play Correa in CDM here, but I think we're going to actually take the opportunity to rotate the other centre-back here. So we'll play Correa back in at centre-back, and we'll play Del Honda for strength skate, and we'll just rotate them where we can at the moment and bring in our other CDM, which is Vorobev, next to Altanas. I don't know if we want to rotate Pasquare here on this one against Busby Babes. I think we maybe want to... I think we keep him in for this one. And in the next game, we'll have otherwise full strength back four, and we'll rotate the left back at that point. So if I can hit save on this real quickly. So what I mean by that is for the Sokoto game, kind of no matter... Yeah, we're going to do backup left back and full strength defence otherwise. So we'll just save that. That's a defence for the next game. And we'll go with this. Yeah. So I think this is a strong enough team. I think this kind of ticks the boxes. We've not seen Pinto yet. We'll get to see Macintosh in this game. And then some of the lower rated guys are yet to get their minutes, but their time will come. Don't worry about that. Backup left back will play the next one. So yeah, I've been quite happy with the team. Now the team obviously has its own kind of restrictions and stuff like that. Oh really? You got battered by them? I thought we did all right, by the way. Like, we could have beat them. No, Clubsy. The board is not looking for a new manager at all. Absolutely love it. 420. Always here, mate. It's always 420 somewhere. I love that on so many levels. Paris, I don't know. TBC, I'll probably have that confirmed by the end of the week. Oofed on Striker Watch. Good to hear. Vorobev. Oh, is he your guy? Yes, we'll get Vorobev in for this one. Thanks very much, Tim. I appreciate the support, my man. Means a lot. Goes a long way to supporting the channel and everything we get up to here. So yeah, I think this is the size of it. I think Van der Zee's earned his minutes. Macintosh we need to see. Prado, yeah, this is the team. It's been very, very tight. Very, very tight. So that's what I'm thinking. Feel free to chime in. Or you guys have players in the squad already. If I have a look at, we've saved this, haven't we? If I look at overview, 100% of the rev that this team will get from the cup and from the league and everything is going to go to this team of guys. Like you've seen, some of them are very low rated. It doesn't matter. All you need to get a player in this squad is an SC Barcelona season ticket, which is a channel membership, £1 a week, £4 a month. And then it's just a good way if you've even got like a low ranked team to get some high value MFL in. Not for free, obviously, because we're loaning a player in, we'll get to use. But yeah, I think you get the point. You know, it's a nice week in a pair cake in a situation. And this, I'm just going to do the current season. We've had some nice progression in the squad, which has been fun. Van der Zee on the +2, Pasquare +1 more tier, Goddard recently all +1s. The stats have been nice as well. And look at this Pasquare, +6 for passing this year. When he got loaned into us, he was passing at 69. His passing is shot up to 75. We love this guy. We've really let him off the leash, and it's shown. Stransky's improved a little bit as well, which is cool for a guy that's on tier breaker potential. We've also got Koosters, who's played twice this season. His shooting's improved. We mentioned that earlier. So, yeah, there's some nice progression in the squad already, which is good. But, yeah, Lira, we've not really got this guy going somehow. And Toonser as well hasn't really got totally firing. And if we can get them cracked, like how we optimize them in the squad, I think a lot of these difficult matches become draws and wins, you know. So we're on the hunt for that. And I think against the Busby Babes, this, you know, we don't get the only problem with this shape is two of the best players we've had have been the CMs. And it's nice to rotate them, especially Goddard on 90% fitness at the moment. But this shape, if it is brilliant, doesn't include them. So it can only be one of two options because there's no way that those guys aren't in a best high quality team for us. So yeah, maybe need to go a wee bit to the drawing board with that. Maybe when we're looking at the Sokoto Goats match, very important cup game. It is away from home. We're red on the defence based on rotation. But, you know, we'd like to be bringing both the CMs back into this one. And we need to find some sort of other... Yeah, do we maybe go 4-3-3-D? Try Lira through the middle. Toonser's right wing, obviously, and then bring Koosters back into this and go with the defensive mid since we're away from home. It's a kind of provisional thing. Have these guys dominating midfield, doing their thing. Yeah, a wee bit more defensive, but a bit more focus on Lira. I'm definitely taking... Like, I like to give the main striker shoot on sight, like take long shots, but he's not really been about that life. He also ended up on set pieces in the last game, down to rotation. I don't want him on set pieces. I want him in the box for everything. So I'm going to take less long shots. I don't think he's got long shots in his locker. And yeah, maybe we do something like that for the next one. That's how I'm kind of thinking and feeling right now. Because after 5 games, like, we've scored some goals, we've played some good stuff. But, like, yeah, defence needs protecting. I do feel kind of naked with this team without a CDM there. Altanas had a great start to his life here. Showed his 69 defence in the last match. I think you kind of seen like, yeah, he's not really winning the ball, but he's getting close to people. He's making it really tough to get around him. Oh, do we maybe evolve into playing Big Korea in there? He would maybe be a bit more elite in that CDM spot. We're resting him for this game, aren't we? No, we're bringing him back in after a rest. So he'll be well rested coming into this game. We're resting Stransky on the 92. Where is Korea? 98. Yeah, he'll be good. Big physical stat as well against Sokoto. Yeah, do you know, that Del Handa played quite well. I did quite like him. So maybe we bring him back in. And we play Korea in at CDM here. And just like firm up that midfield. That could be a shout. 63. Wow. No thanks. Yeah. I don't know. That's not the be all and end all, is it? Because his stats in CDM, physical and defence, would be brilliant. It's just the passing and everything else is so rotten. But having the green spot for the chemistry. I think you can get away with that with the right stats. So definitely jury's out on that one. We'll see. We'll deal with that after we get past Busby Babes, of course. One game at a time and all that jazz. But there is a wee bit of squad care we need to kind of factor into that, isn't there? But yeah, nice team so far. And I quite like how challenging it's been for the most part. It's good to see some of the progression from the better performing players. And I think, like I say, once we can just maybe go through one or two more combinations, we might just about crack a little sweet spot. And we're just telling this guy to tackle and keep it safe. Tackle and keep it safe. For the most part, Macintosh, we want this guy crossing. Yeah. Positional freedom's high. I'm just going to put that up to medium. I just think, like, again, some of these wide players, I think it's the high positional freedoms maybe doing is on some of the space that we're giving away with the wide players. So I'm becoming less interested in taking that risk with wide players now. Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling about that. Yeah, as I say, think for myself as well. Like it's been a tight season. You know, obviously a few headline results. I took that team a little bit. I don't know if I want to say lightly, but I went 4-2-4 on them because they were projected bottom. Not lost yet, which is good. We've conceded 1 goal in the league more than I would like. 4 goals against. Yes, I'd like to maybe have had that down a wee bit for the amount of games we're at. But we're flying high. We're still cruising. We've got Bankers Geneva tomorrow. Real clash of the Titans here. We've played this team a few times in the past. And after the cup game tomorrow, that's going to be battle stations. That's going to be the main game we're looking at. Last season, I beat them 2-1. This was away from home. 4-2-3-1. Strong team. Ivanov in its centre-back. Lecoq up front, of course. That's a nice wee omen. We like that. And we're away this time as well. So we've been there and done well before. Hanka and Herbst controlled the middle of the pitch. We know they can do that already. That's lovely. The time before that, I think we had quite a tough battle both times, by the way. I'm not taking anything for granted or trying to mock them or anything like that. Yeah, we lost 1-0 at home. That was a revenge game. You know, it was a tight match. We were a bit more conservative in that game, it must be said. But how's Hosney doing this year? London Mustangs. Let's have a look at that. We had him on loan for his first 2 seasons. Has he progressed yet? I was really gutted this guy didn't get any progression when he was at the team, but always played all right. Yeah, none yet. That's sad. Really good looking player when he came out of the packet as well. He was like a referral reward, I'm sure, Tito Hosney for Bald Sherlock. And yeah, didn't quite get the 7 average often enough, maybe, but okay. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the next couple of games with my main team. We're hoping to win the league. We want automatic promotion. Do I do in this playoff caliber? And then the cup, we drew the first game against Brucia, Muchin, Barbara, or Barber. Again, scouted them. They had a cam, so we had to go CDM in this one. Away from home, didn't mind it, but we wanted to get some wingers involved. And I was quite chuffed with how the wingers played in this game. Lecoq doesn't really like the competition we've got up front. Went from Golden Boot to playing 2 games this season. Both the games he's played, he's been subpar. Hansen has been talk of the town. King Nasser is back in the building. And we've had fully rotated backline as well against this guy. His front line, pretty formidable. My back line, 74-74, 75-72. You know what I mean? With our cup goalie making his debut, or Scott Carson, Jairo Carales. So that was kind of fun. Nice rotation options and whatnot available. Gully.world, good to see you. Just missed a wee bit of the Barcelona chat, the foundation team, but we can go backwards to go forwards. I think you've got a player involved. And good to see you as everybody. But yeah, undefeated so far. Conceded a few too many goals for my liking, but flying high, doing well. Looking forward to playing Donetsk tomorrow. And with the foundation team, I've been kicking ass and taking names, but in the cup there, we just drew after a draw against Casablanca. And by the way, guys, we're going to win this league. I think we're quite strong for it. I went pretty full strength in this as well. Yeah, I would say absolute full strength. And we drew with this team. And this guy's goalkeeper played out of his skin. You might have said he was taken by the Holy Spirit himself, the 30-year-old. He's even got the beard and everything. Klaus Christ. Klaus as well. Klaus Christ. What a name. Um, Not really had much of a career to speak of, but he plays for Hellraiser, La Casablanca, and he played a divine match, it must be said, against Fleming and co. Came out of this game with a draw, points dropped, goal conceded, which is a shame. Our first goal conceded this season. Points dropped, and our next game is against Laird in the Cup. We drew in the Cup as well, but we highly rotated because we want to go away to Nonagon, which is in Constanta. Oh yeah, this was the number 9 team. Now we weighed that team up for the foundation, if you remember, but we weren't going into ice, or I can't remember that. I think that was maybe the main reason we could get a bit higher. 90. Yeah, it's quite cheap, isn't it? We kind of pushed the budget for the foundation team a little bit higher. But yeah, Nonagon, it's the 9th serial club, so that's quite fun. Nice fun badge as well, quite like that. In the academy, we should do the damage. As you'll see, compared to the last team that we had, we played this one, which was 4-3-3, centre back and centre mid. All the backup guys just went for it. And we drew 0-0. XG, all-time record low for the academy, at home as well. Definitely one eye on the next game. Just take a draw at home to Superman here at Yaoundé, and make sure we get the win against Nonagon. That's what the academy boys are thinking. As they progress through their career and they mature up to the senior team, they're going to need to become a bit more professional and really take every game as seriously as the next one. We thought we had that coming through the academy kids when we had quite a professional performance against Portugal here, who are like the worst team in the league on paper. We rotated, but not to the detriment of the team. We still kept it competitive. And Letelier looked good value scoring in the first minute. This guy's got really bad finishing. And oh, guys, my free kick, my defender scored a free kick. Now, my defender has obscene shooting for the level and for his rating of his card. He's probably actually the best finisher in the starting 11 for this. And I couldn't believe my eyes when he was standing over the free kick. I was like, oh, please, big man, smash it. Smash it. Do it. Do it, big man. Morel, on you go, son. Boom. Boom. Absolutely love it. Argentinian centre back smashing it. 63 shooting. The centre forward, 53 shooting. Grant, 58 shooting. Yeah, this guy's definitely got 62. Morel's got 63. Definitely get the best shooting in the squad. It's wild, isn't it? So I actually loved him scoring that. But we should have beat them by more, but we rotated professional performance. I thought the guys are good at this. You know, they're taking each game at a time. They're not taking anyone lightly. But there, 2 draws. Could have done a little bit better against Casablanca and Yaoundé. Yeah, maybe could have got a few more shots. No problem, Gully. So there, Wakey, good to see you. Tatos, we're in the same cup. Who are you talking to, me or who's we? We're in the same cup. Need a name alongside that, Wayne. Maybe the chat. Keep your eyes peeled. You might be in the same cup as Wayne. And yeah. Imagine listening to me at 1.5 speed. That must be brutal. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy with where we're at on the pitch. We need to tighten up a bit at the back. We need to get the goals. We need to unlock the secret to how we're meant to play this team, and we'll do a lot better. I think against the Bisons, who was it? David Taylor, I think. Somebody said they had a rough time with him. David Sim. Strong team. We play this way every game as well. 5-2-3. Rotated some guys. I thought we did well. Just not good enough. Just not good enough. Sorry, Wakey. I think I fist bump to you as well, buddy. Tatos Villa and Barcelona. Oh, really? What cup is it? I've not actually looked at the cup leagues. Is it this one? Heredia? No, that's not any of you, is it? Giza Pharaohs. Donetsk. Maybe it's Barcelona. No, is it? Which one? Is it one of your other clubs? Alferanos? Or is it Yaoundé? Tatos Villa? Do you? No, it's not that one. No, this one we've already checked that. That's weird. I'm tripping. You sure? Your main team in the cup? We played already? No, we've not. Borussia, that's not you, is it? VL, no, that's not you. Donetsk, is this one of your teams maybe then? Have I just been, no, Anike? And then the other team we've got is Giza Pharaohs. Ooh, Soager. Same cup, not group. Roger, sorry. I knew I was doing something silly there. So yeah, we could see each other in the next round. Essentially, that's fun. Oh, so yeah, I see it. That's fun. Yeah, so I need to take the rest of my cup games a bit more, not seriously, but I'm always quite happy with the first one, especially because it was on an island match day. Because what's about to happen now is we're going to get 2 games on a cup game, and you really need to be on the on the ball with your squad management throughout these. Especially like me, I'm playing. Look at this. I'm playing Cup, Heat, Cup, Nexus after playing Cup and Bankers Geneva. That's like the top 3 teams in the league in my eyes. In some ways, like these 2 up here. Heat, I rank very well, having played them in the past. So yeah, it's going to be a tough little kind of slog of the season here that we'll be getting kicked into for all the teams, because once you double up on that, your rotation really does come into play. And that's what I've tried to do with these first cup games, because that is on an island match day. It's a good opportunity to try and get those little guys rested already. Because the rest after this is quick turnaround time, so you won't feel it too much the way the games start coming thick and fast. And in the first 4 or 5 matches, depending on how your league's built, you need points on the board. Oh, nice. You always play friendlies against me. You often beat me as well, which is not a good sign. If we do draw each other in the cup for me, but hey, you never know. So yeah, points on the board is the most valuable thing. It's more valuable than progression. It's more valuable than fitness. You need to win your next match, and like, can you rotate that guy? Do you need to rotate that guy? Is the main one. But yeah, I'm trying to play every game with the best team possible, with an eye on like, who's in the next match or 2 that I need to maybe think ahead to and make sure that I get the win. With this team, there's less pressure on that, of course, but Bochum Steel need to get into playing them as undefeated as possible to try and retip the balance up here, having drawn against Casablanca. Yeah, I've quite enjoyed all the players that we've had in on loan. I've tried to talk about the ones that I've got something to say about for the most part, and show some of the goals and whatever. Mortier's a legend. Pasquier is a legend. Goddard has been brilliant. I like the goalkeeper a lot. I like De Honda a lot. I like Van der Zee a lot. He's kind of grown on me after his debut. Very active, progressing like mad, and gets a +4 at Cam. So he goes from 66 to 70, which is a lot of fun. Kusters was decent. Correa's been good. Prado's been all right. I say Pinto's the last one after the next match that we need to get eyes on. Would I play Pinto against Busby Babes? No, I think I'd rather give Van der Zee the minutes here. See if we can get a bit more progression out of him, maybe a bit of success with this front line. And then, yeah, we'll try and get Pinto in to the next kind of match or so. Al Farahishi needs some minutes. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to rotate everyone as best I possibly can. We've already had some really good progression from the guys that have played so far, the main guys. So it's just about making sure the supporting cast get equal amount of love and attention on the pitch, as it were. Which I'm trying my best to do. I know the main thing for some of the lower rated players is, of course, the MFL and just generally training, but I would like to make sure they all get their chance to play when I need them to, and try and carry them in the rest of the squad as possible. Avoiding playing 2 of them together at any one time is the number one trick here, and just try and get them the minutes we can when we can, So yes, this is the way I'm thinking about playing the next match against Busby Babes, just to try and maybe give us a little bit more defensive solidarity there with the 2 CDMs, and make sure we've got enough going forward in attack. Van der Zee lifts the finishing, and I was just kind of joking about this a second ago with the centre back situation, but I've noticed this before with my backup players and with this squad and whatever as well. But when you look at your team, you have to organise it by shooting and a few other things to do your set pieces. It's just a good exercise to do in general anyway. Like, who is the best finishers in your squad? Van der Zee's in the top 5 very comfortably. It's only really about a top 4, and 2 of them are joints, so it's technically a top 3, isn't it? And it's important that you think about that, because I think, like, if you've got, like, all the highest rated players, but none of them can really finish, it makes the game harder, I think, to get goals. I think, like, it's a part of the equation of the match engine. I definitely think it's like an average on some things like finishing and defending and whatever. Because if you do have guys that have got really super good stats, you can kind of find the rest of the team kind of play a bit more solid defensively, and it's obviously felt by all of us, I suppose, as being the impact that they have on the squad. Look at that, Morel, the 4th best finisher in the entire squad. The only 3 guys that have better finishing than him are Martinek, who is at 67, not much of a stretch, Steffens and Tolentino, who, again, none of them are even at 70, so Spark kind of tells you the level and all that as well, granted, but absurd stat for a 64 centre-back, really. He scores free kicks as well, so that's quite an interesting one to do. Maybe we want to change him on the tactics roster to actually lift him up. Maybe he's a banger of a free kick taker. Maybe we'll do that against Nonagon. Play Morel just to put him on free kicks. Maybe we do that. Free kicks have gone really well. Direct. Liam King, yeah, I've made some Surreal moves. I've bought like a few more classic bits and bobs. I've got like Negren. I got some. I got a Koki Machida. I got some Kashiwa Antlers guys just on a bit of fun, really. I got a special Griezmann. I'm just kind of doing what I always do with Surreal. Like my club strategy, philosophy, market approach doesn't really change. Whenever these changes happen, the first thing I look at is like, what is it that I would, on the infinite list of things that would be cool to have, are any of them just stupid cheap? And like, there's a few of them. Like J League classic rares are like £1, £3. So I was like, there's 5. Don't mind having them. And I just got the threshold, so the hot streak. So it made it a bit easier. Bought 2 uniques, nice, well done. Don't know if I've quite got the guts for that. Very happy with where rares at and how I'm able to play rare unlimited with rares, so I'm quite chuffed with where that's at, and I really want to make sure that's a real success next season. I need a really successful year after this year. Like, I did the money video, go and check it out. I definitely made profit this year, I don't think there's any doubt about that, but it didn't really feel as, it's definitely my lowest yield ROI wise for a season, and there was a lot of, again, like, there's been over a few years for me on repositioning and stuff, and I don't think with any of the changes that have been announced I need to do much of that anyway. Just need to kind of make sure I've got all the edges rounded as possible. Iron 27. Tackle taken slowly, Pickford. It's been a while since I've seen you, buddy. Fist bump. Thanks for joining us. Iron 27. So yeah, maybe we bring the centre back in. Maybe we just play him up front. Doesn't look like he can play up front. Maybe we just do it. So yeah, I'm having good fun with season 6. Good progression overall. I don't think my actual squad, like the foundation squads, did quite well, but I don't actually think many of my guys have progressed too well. Now I'm playing a lot of guys down in the Spark division, of course. But yeah, some of them I suppose are doing well anyway, but just match XP and whatever, which is good to see. Training XP will be decent for them as well, no doubt. And yeah, some individuals. That's not bad. In the prime team. Strobel could be ready to tier break. I'd like his physical and defending to get a bit better before he does that, but pace, dribbling and passing being where it is, but makes him a very exciting right back. Steffens' dribbling's got better, that's cool. And some of these dev centre guys have just been brilliant for development this year. It's just been ticking in every day. Bang, bang, bang. Dev centre, dev centre, dev centre. Yeah, there's a bunch of them up here as well. This Wild's got a +1 as well. Yeah, young striker. At 47, probably doesn't go too much into the good bits, Nomenko. This guy's been in. This is his last season, maybe. He's progressed like mad. From a 52, really good progression on this guy in dev centre. I'm tempted to maybe just put him back in. He's a right wing back. Like, what's really the point? I'm not going to use him. Or will I use him? I don't know. Because Zeller, my left back can play left wing back. That's utility we don't really use. I don't know. I was tempted to maybe just put him back in, just for the banter, and see if we can get him to keep going and keep going. Ironworks Leganes. Let's have a. How do I find you? I always struggle with this. Yeah, tell me how to find it. Iron 27. There we go. Iron 27. Nice. A couple of cups in the trophy room. Nice. Wow. Nice top row here for iron. Nice. Very nice. 78%. Giving away a lot, by the way. Suppose you've got real quality here for the most part. Some bits and bobs. Is this maybe your own guys? Just get them in there for the training XP and just to really fill out the squad in the cup situation or something. But yeah, really good looking squad in terms of overall quality. Second keeper might hurt you depending when you need them. Yeah, defense all looks pretty solid. That looks cool. Looks like a good squad. Ironworks Leganes. That's nice. Nice badge. I mean, second as well, flying high, Barcelona style. Yeah, good luck to you. Looks good. Giving away a lot, right enough. But I suppose if you get promoted, what's the plan? Is it just to skim that amount? Like you're essentially going to get 20% of, let's just say top. It's 10%. So 4,400. And what are we buying for 4,400? You'll buy a limited player. Rated 60 to 64. Or just one that is a bit cheaper, but it's probably 50-50 could be better or worse than, or the same or worse. Common pack. No, you'd be able to get common packs, neighbour. You'd be able to get a few of them. Yeah, it's not a bad move either if you want to do that, maybe. Uncommon. You got to say, have you got maybe a wallet already or some other things on the go? That'd be cool. Yeah, nice. But yeah, and again, stat optimization, like McIntosh is the best passer in the team and hasn't played yet. So getting him into a squad, again, alongside these guys, maybe we need to play like 4-4-2 or something. We might need to do something as basic as that. And play Prado like left mid. We've got other guys that can rotate. This guy can play left mid, right mid. Al-Farahishi can play right mid. Van der Zee, where else does he play? Right mid. So we've got some other options. We could maybe try that formation out. But I think this could be a good worker. It's just getting the ultimate best team together is still yet to be discovered, I think. Just need 2 wins in the cup. Oh yeah, cup wins as well. Yeah. Of course. Cup wins will add on to that prize money as well. Good cup run, by the way. Could totally, that could be quality. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too exciting to. I was just thinking about the matches that were tonight, but there wasn't really much going on from them. For my main match, yeah, 1 each draw. Wasn't much going on. And yeah, I'm playing Laird tomorrow. I should hopefully. No, I'm not playing. Yeah, I'm playing Laird tomorrow. 17th, isn't it? So I've got 5:20 and 9:05. This is 5:00. Yeah, so they're kind of around the same time. And then when is this one? It's an early and a late by this standard. So 20 to 5 and then 7:30. Interesting. So this game will be known. Yeah, my chance of being able to stream that live is quite slim. Although not zero. If I can do this live, I'll do it. But it'll be lastminute.com that we flip the script on it. That would just be funny. I'm sure Laird will be up for it as well. But yeah, last minute doesn't normally suit him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Progression. Let's look at the squads from this POV as well, just to give you all a wee taste of kind of what we're playing with here. I think we've got like good quality. We're just like, it's just not really evenly spread, you know? It's like a random bunch of guys. But we'll get there. We'll click them into gear. And when we do, watch out. Maybe a roller coaster. We might need playoffs if we're going to do something incredible. But yeah, Stone MFL is the main name of the game. And the higher up the table we get, the better. Same with the cup. The further we go, the better. Yada yada. So it's about winning every game. Van de Z can do a stint on the wing. Love that, Club Z. Pushing your player as well. You've been a good agent. You've been a good agent, mate. Love to see that. Love to see that. And Van der Z, I don't know if it's because it's Club Z and all that. There's an extra layer there to this. But it did make a good impression. I watched the whole match. Obviously, you maybe just caught these assists for the goal or whatever. But I watched the whole game and he was a very good attacking player and played a very good role in the result. Sadly, didn't result in a win, but all the same. Magic. I think I've kind of ran out of stuff to chat about, guys. Everything, yeah. Wingers have been effective. I've been scouting guys. Yeah, I've kind of spoke about everything. Teams where they're at. Double game weeks coming up. And I'll probably have like, when is the actual break? Around the 20th. The 20th is FC Barcelona's birthday, as you all know, the 20th of June, which is this Friday. So, yeah, we'll probably be live for that action somehow, somewhere on Friday. And we'll probably have a wee video scheduled to come out this week as well. If you're after some more MFL content, stay tuned for all that. I've had fun with these all tonight. Some of you guys let me know your success in the cup. Let me know how you started the season already. It was great to hear. Didn't really hear much about progression. So I don't know if you've had as much progression as the foundation has. The community team, there's been lots of progression there. I've had a wee bits and pieces in my team. Maybe there's not been too much of that going around at the moment. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you're watching this after we've been live. Any of the above as well, of course. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.